1038 part 1 because we do part 2 and 3 on Thursday and Friday. What is this witchcraft and magic you speak of? We have this thing called the grad program, and we have bonus hours on Thursday and Friday. So if you join us, you can do that. You get the uncensored big boy, big girl. And last week, Jared, I think we went like an hour and 15 or something like that with Thursday's episode. I must say, I had a whole week's worth of pent up. I hadn't been in front of the microphone for a whole week. Like, you can't do that to Paul. Paul's got stuff to say. All right. What are we going to say today? We're going to have a Brownells bullet points. Someone had their very first ever visit to Brownells. We're talking about who that was. And then we have a Crossbreed Holsters homeroom from Crossbreed. And we're going to play some audio from folks who apparently are not dangerous on demand, based on words that they say. And then we have an the irony story. Yes. It's as if O. Henry and Alanis Morissette had a baby and named it this exact moment. Lana, that's, if you don't get it, you don't get it. That's an Easter egg for you guys. All right, Zach, play the music.
Stand by for education, enlightenment, enjoyment, and entertainment.
He's not here to talk about your feelings. He's not here to say what you want to hear. He's here to say what needs to be said.
Ladies and gentlemen, and children of all ages, please welcome your host, the pimp hand of America, Professor Paul Markle.
Yes. It is I, the pimp hand of America. It's not a job I was looking for, but it's a job I accepted because I knew it needed to be done. As always, we are live on Farcebook. We are live on YouTube. We are live in Discord. So if you would like to ask a question, that's AXE for those of you in parts unknown. If you'd like to ask a question, you can go ahead and do that by putting it into, and the boys will monitor that.
You can ask a question, and then Professor Paul will wax philosophically.
All right, might wax your butt. I can't say the other one. I can't say wax your ASS because I'm not allowed. I can say it tomorrow. I can say it tomorrow.
By the way, if you are watching this on a YouTube or on a Facebook, then hit that little button to notify you when we actually go live, so that next time we do a live stream, which will be on probably next Wednesday, if Dad doesn't do anything before that, we'll do one next Wednesday for sure, one or two, and then you'll be notified and you won't have to miss out on the free stuff.
Live streams, one of two things happened. Either our audience got more mature over the last couple of years, or our audience is more selective, or we have a better selection of audience. Because I did that a couple weeks ago. I did that live stream and I put up the a-hole filter.
And did you catch anybody?
I don't think we caught anyone.
Oh.
A lot of old school guys are like, yeah, rock on. I remember when. But
did you kiss it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh,
yeah. We used to have a really good time with that at the old studio. You know what would be cool? What's that, Dad? I'm gonna tell you. If we had the blueprints for that building, the actual schematic blueprints for that building, and we handed them off to someone who's looking to make a training school, because that building's it's a pretty straightforward, it's not too super advanced. You got to put in the plumbing for the toilets and stuff, and but other than that, it's pretty straightforward.
It's a square.
It's a
rectangle.
Big,
yeah.
Someone could do that. I'm just saying. All right. What are we going to talk about today, today. Well, I guess we can just go ahead and jump. Did we already do the music? Yeah, we did.
Yes.
I always ignore it, and because the way we do this, it doesn't appear on my cool big screen anymore. It used to. Let's go ahead and go into the Brownells bullet points of the week. Boom. Yes, indeed. Brownells bullet points brought to you by Brownells. Ironically enough, strangely enough, Brownells at brownells.com. Sign up for their newsletter, freaks. It was Ruth's very first visit to Brownells.
Zach, you got that video?
So,
one moment.
What?
1 moment.
Okay.
Right. So this last week, we were coming back across the country on Interstate 80, and exit 182 is the exit you want to take.
Yep.
And we did. And we just stopped it just a little bit, you know. Didn't spend all day or anything, but Ruth got to have her first ever visit to Brownells, and she toddled around. She got herself a little squirt gun. And thank you to everybody at Brownells. If you're listening, good job. If you're not listening at Brownells right now, shame on you. Because you should be. You should be. I think that they should actually put Student of the Gun on the speakers, you know, in the showroom. Don't you?
I think it's a fantastic idea, and it should be done.
Everybody was super nice. So we had a great time. And while we're waiting do you have the video? You want to play it now?
Yeah, I can play it now if you want.
Okay, go ahead and play it now, and then I'll talk about what's good at Brownells. Hi, Ruth. Ruth is on her first ever tour of Brownells. Yes. There you go. Ruth, are you on your first tour of Brownells? Say gun parts.
Gun parts.
That sounded like gun parts to me. It sounded like she said gun parts.
Which way you want to go?
That's right. Get gun parts. I want gun parts.
There are so many things that she's like, I want that. I'm like, no, you can't touch that.
I want that. No, don't touch that.
Like, Dad, there are things here at my level. I can see them.
Buy that. So, good news for all you freaks. We already told the grad program last week, but I'm going to tell you out there in the not grad program. We went, and there's rifle ammo in stock. There's 223 and there's 7.62 by 39 in case lots on the floor of Brownells. And now the 223 is not where it should be, and I say in air quotes should be, but it's available. It's they had cases of Tula. I think it was Tula 223, 1,000-round cases for $499. That's $499. So 49 cents a shot. Not great, but also not the price of some of those other gougers out there. And then they had Wolf 7.62 by 39 for $339 for a case of 1,000. Now that is a decent price. It's not 2018 decent, but as compared to what it was, ladies and gentlemen. So it's in case lots, and here's the cool thing: they had a sign out that said "No limit."
No limit.
No limit. So you literally could drive into Brownells and you could grab 3,000 rounds of 7.62 by 39, load it up in your car, and take it home. How many of you guys have friends that are drivers? You're like, I do, and go up and down on 80. So here's what you do: you get with your driver friends, and you're like, I'll split a case of ammo with you. I'll give you $150 for a half a case of ammo, or 200 or whatever. Next time you're driving by Brownells, swing on in there. And I mean, is it worth getting off the highway for a half hour to get a case of ammo for $339? I think so. So tell your bros, tell your driver friends, you're like, hey man, you go up and down 80 like once a week, right? You know, they're like, yeah, why? Exit 182, get your butt off, go in there, grab a case of 7.62, and we'll shoot our AKs next week. Ding!
And don't forget the free cup of coffee.
And don't forget tell them that, we probably should say that.
Yeah, no.
Poor lady
People
that
will take us seriously.
who's like welcoming people. People are gonna walk up like, "Hey, student of the gun, said I get a free cup of coffee if I come in." They were like, "I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I just started here. Leave me alone, you weird people. I need a supervisor." That's what she's gonna say. She's like, "Hang on." She'll pick up the phone. There's some people here that say I'm supposed to give them a cup of coffee. Is that true? Are we doing that? Because no one told me. If we're doing that, you need to tell me.
They might be cool enough that if they had enough time, they would probably go do it.
Well, I know where the thing is when you're standing there, if you go straight to the left,
yep,
back there, that's where the coffee maker is. You're not supposed to tell people that. No, it's for guests when they're waiting, when they're sitting in the chair out by the ram, by the big horn.
The sheep that goes ba ba ba.
That's right. When you're sitting by the sheep waiting to talk to somebody, they offer you a cup of coffee. There you go. So check those guys out. Stop in there, and that's all I wanted to say. It's good stuff. Good stuff, and it's encouraging to see that. To see 1,000-round lots of ammo. They had 9mm. They had a ton of Black Hills ammunition, super killer, death killer bullets. But I think those were like limit 2 box per customer, weren't they? I think so. I think
yeah, the defensive ammo I think was limited to 2 boxes.
Don't quote
But
me.
I think that was only on 9mm.
No, I think it was on all the handgun stuff.
Was it on all the handgun stuff?
But whatever. Go in and see for yourself. I don't know. Durek, well, sign up for their newsletter. Do that. Durek, why?
Because life's too short to have an ugly gun.
All right, here's my promise to you and to me. I'm going to promise myself this. The sun is coming out, and even though we got snow the other day, it's still starting to get warmer. So I need to... Right now, I'm not going to do a Duracoat project if I can't open the garage door, because it kind of just sits in there. You're like, don't you have a ventilation fan? I don't have an industrial ventilation fan in my garage. Thank you. Well, you're screwing up. You need to have one.
Why don't you just hang up a box fan like you have in the bunny house?
Yeah.
That'll work perfect.
That's the same as a commercial and exhaust fan. It's the same thing. Anyway.
Is it better than nothing? Probably not in Wyoming because you have a natural box fan.
Kind of like nothing. Well, that's the thing is with the here, I just open the garage door and I have natural ventilation.
Yeah, I say you open that front garage door and the back garage door and you probably have a pretty good breeze.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I am going to prep a Duracoat project because, because I'm an American and I'm allowed to do that. So,
are you?
Yes. You can do that too if you go to DuracoatFirearmFinishes.com.
I think that I'm going to put some of those stencils, the lady stencils, on my bathroom fan.
Oh, the naked lady stencils?
Yeah, on my fan cover on the outside of my house.
Oh, I wish you would.
Yeah.
What you do is you do them in like a real subdued gray and then black so that unless you walk up and get close and look at it, you really don't know.
Yeah.
If you guys go to Duracoat Firearm Finishes right now, they've got the Cryptek patterns on the homepage. Pretty cool. And you look at that and you say, no way I could possibly do that myself. No way. They've got the templates. They've got the colors. They've got everything you need to have the coolest looking gun on the range.
Yeah, you can go from battlefield to backcountry.
That's where I heard. That's what I've heard. All right. SWAT Fuel has 9mm plus P in stock, and it's on sale. There you go. It's on sale. It's in stock. Plus P energy formula. Bing, bang, boom. Go get it. All right. Every Wednesday, Zachary tells you what you should be doing, and today is no exception. So pay attention, freaks.
ShopSOTG.com is the perfect place to go if you are a student of the gun. Whether you want to expand your brain, increase your marksmanship, or help keep your family safe. All that, plus the pimp hand brands that you love. ShopSOTG.com has almost anything that an American patriot would want: education, enlightenment, and entertainment, and we're open 24/7. Check out ShopSOTG.com today and see for yourself.
Indeed. Indubitably. You should check out ShopSOTG.com.
Which,
for yourself.
Which, since we're on the topic anyway, like you've said, it's starting to it's teasing that it's going to warm up soon. Like here last week, I think it was like this weekend, maybe, I don't remember. We had a 65-degree day, then we had a 70-degree day, and then it went back down to being 40, 30. But in preparation for it to get nice again, we got that water flow above our heads. In addition to that, we've got the Rifleman 101 course is currently on sale right now at shopsotg.com. That's the wrong lower third. But hey, if you want to go and grab that right now, it is on sale. That will not be on sale forever. Do not miss your chance. Rifleman 101. Get ready for the spring.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yes, and the babbling brooks and the flowing streams that are flowing by you. So, all right, I got a question for you freaks out there. When Zach said the brands that you love, right? Do you love the AAFU brand? Do you love it? Do you appreciate it? If you do, would you like for us to expand that? Now, we're only going to expand it if you people want to do that. We're thinking of doing that. So if you if you're excited about that, because we don't need your permission, aafunation.com. Check it out. Check it out. All right, we have a student of the gun homeroom.
I've been muted this whole time.
As is our want and desire. Did you mute yourself when the babbling brook was flowing?
I don't know. Maybe.
What
was I gonna say? Oh, those of you that did show interest in being part of the AAFU expansion, well, essentially what we're waiting on for you, not from you, but for you, is a detailed explanation of what's going to need to be done. Then we'll send it out to you, and then you can say, hey, yeah, I can do this portion and this portion and this portion, or peace out. I don't want anything to do with any of this.
There you go. There you go. All right. So our Student of the Gun homeroom is brought to you by these cool cats in Missouri, and they're called crossbreedholsters.com. Boom! Dangerous by Madison Rising. Yes, that is the theme song for the homeroom, Crossbreed Holsters homeroom. Remember, Jared updated. We upgraded with a double D for Double Dose of Pimpin'. We upgraded the promo code. It's now just SOTG. So when you go to crossbreedholsters.com and you make a purchase, type in SOTG. You're going to save money, be a happy camper. All right. So, residents of Louisiana are afeared of coyotes. They's afeared of them. You're like, what are you talking about? Oh. Zach, do you have the audio? There's an actual news story.
I do have it ready if you want me to play it.
And I want you to listen to the residents of Jefferson Parish when they're asked about the coyotes.
Taking you to Jefferson Parish, where there's a sign in LaSalle Park in Metairie warning you of a danger lurking nearby. And that danger is a pack of coyotes. WDSU Shay O'Connor has reaction from some of you who saw that warning firsthand.
This morning when I got here, I saw the sign, and there was this little old couple that got out and saw it, and they were terrified and they left. So it's a little scary to think that there's coyotes on the loose.
Wednesday morning, joggers and walkers shocked at signs placed throughout LaSalle Park, warning all who come in about a pack of wild coyotes inside. Robert Bateman typically walks his dog Ringo along the trail.
Little concerned, but I think as long as we're walking in the afternoon, we're okay.
The sign's giving residents tips on what to do if and when they're spotted.
Like the sign says, if you encounter them, don't run away. They could get you, so you need to run at them and wave your arms, making noise, running at them. Don't run away. It says put your kids and pets behind you.
It's a little bit scary. I guess I'm going to have to pay more attention while we're walking. And I have grandkids, too.
As Parks and Rec, along with JP Animal Shelter, work to find and remove the animals.
We did observe the signs posted. It's something to be aware of. But, I mean, we're cautious. The community is pretty friendly back here.
Still others say the thought of a possible attack is a cause for concern.
I'm worried about a coyote, like if it could come like at any time. They play a lot of night games, so that's scary.
Shay O'Connor, WDSU News.
All right, step one. Did any of these people who was feared, did they actually see the animals?
Just the signs.
No, this news story was a news story based on people's reactions
to a
sign. How do you feel about seeing the sign? Not, hey, did you see those coyotes come out and eat that poodle? No, they saw a sign. Well, I mean, they saw the sign, Paul, because they're there. Are they there? And I love how the one guy said, Jared, did you hear the one guy with Ringo? I walk my dog Ringo. Oh, congratulations to you. He's like, well, I figure I'm pretty safe if I walk in the afternoon. As opposed to
in the morning or at night. Now,
this guy, if I walk him in the morning, noontime, maybe midday, not at dusk, never at dusk. But if I walk him in the afternoon, I figure we're safe. How do you figure that how?
Dude, I don't even know what to say about this.
Maybe
like,
go ahead.
I just don't even know. Why is this a news story? Is my first question.
And
And
how about the guy on the bench who's like, well, this is a pretty friendly neighborhood.
yeah, we're all pretty friendly here. Yeah.
How
I think
the pretty friendly neighborhood play into the coyote problem?
I think if you read between the lines, what he was saying is, we're gonna bust some caps if we see any of them. They're coyotes.
Is that what he was saying?
That's what he was saying. He said we're a pretty friendly
neighborhood. How about I love the one where it's like, well, I guess we better start paying better attention now. You guess? So for the first time in your life, you just decided that when you're out in public, that you should pay attention to your surroundings? This was your wake-up call.
It's actually impossible that this is true. Do you know why?
Why?
Because if you listen to the wildlife experts, you would know that coyotes are not pack animals.
That's right. That chick in Ohio said
They
that
don't run in packs.
They're solitary. What did she say, Zach? Solitary loners, and they're
solitary creatures.
They're solitary creatures who are more afraid of you than you are of them.
Yes.
But only if you act big. Wave your arms. Make noise.
Like Peter Griffin.
Yeah. Oh, and then they go and they get some little girls. Did you see, Jared, did you watch the video?
Yeah.
Did you see they had a microphone on a stick
Yeah.
that they were like shoving in?
Yeah, it's called a boom mic. Yeah, those are normal.
No, that was a handheld mic that they taped to a stick. It wasn't a boom mic.
But now it's a boom mic.
That they taped to a stick because the Rona. We're all out here standing outdoors and we have our masks on. Now, here's the thing. They're wearing their masks. Why are they afraid of the coyotes? That's how we stay safe. We put diapers on our faces and that keeps us safe. We don't need to do anything else because it's magical.
Oh, that is a legitimate boom mic stick, though.
Are you rewatching it?
Oh, yeah. It actually, I'm zooming in. It actually is a boom mic pole with a microphone attached to it with the battery.
Normally there would be a reporter holding it, but we can't get within 6 feet of you because the Rona knows to only go 6 feet. They can't go 6 feet 3 inches. Oh man. So here you brave, strong, courageous residents of Jefferson Parish are urinating in your panties. You're urinating in your trousers over the sign.
I would venture to say that 90% of the people that walked through that park didn't care, and the news was they
showed up.
Picked people.
Like, hey,
yeah.
You want to talk about this sign? I sure do.
You want to be on the news? Yeah, I want to be famous.
I'm scared, but there's a sign that tells you what to do. So they're all like, "Put your kids behind you and get big and make noise." And I'm over here like, I'm thinking, why doesn't this ever happen to me? Every morning I walk out and I'm like, is there a coyote in my yard? Because if there is, it's going to be 3, 2, 1, bam. I wake up praying that I could see. I deliberately go to places so I can kill them. And these people are like, I'm not going to go there. I might see a coyote. I was like, if I lived in Jefferson Parish, I'd be in that park every day. I can kill a coyote.
You'd have your Cryptech, your camo outfit on.
I would. They're like, why is that bush in a tree? Why is that bush up there in that tree? Don't worry about it. How about you don't worry about why that bush is in that tree? But if you see a coyote, you stay away from it because it's about to come open. Boom. Oh, man. It just cracks me up, man.
Why is that bush in that tree?
Man, like, they're like, in a whole story, not one person, and they interviewed like, what, 7 people or 8 people or something? Not one person actually saw a real coyote. All they saw was a sign. And that was enough for them to, I better pay close attention.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm pretty safe in the afternoon.
That's when they take naps.
It's because they'll be sleeping. I don't know. Oh, come on, Paul, man. These are city folks. They don't know no better. What they
but it's what place was this? I can't. Jefferson
Parish. It's over by New Orleans. It's not too far from New Orleans.
I would say I remember going either through or in Jefferson Parish.
Oh, we were in Jefferson Parish hundreds of times. Yeah.
Trying to figure out what.
Metairie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Metairie.
Kenner, all that. Yeah. So what one of our fans says, they're like, doesn't the parish deputies, don't they drive around all night with NVGs and suppressors killing nutria? I'm like, yeah, they do. Then why don't they just kill the coyotes? You're telling me that there aren't dudes on the parish sheriff's department? They're like, hey, can I get some OT to go whack some coyotes in the parks at midnight? And they're like, rock on, man.
Oh yeah.
Screw the can onto that thing and just whack them. I'd be in the park like putting out dead chickens and stuff. I put a gut pile over by the playground set there. Climb up in that tree. People are like, gut pile? What does that do? Nothing. Don't worry about it. Don't you worry about it. Oh, but thank the Lord that News Channel XYZ did that stunning expose about the sign warning people of coyotes in the area. WDSU.com. Oh, that's right. They're on your side. They're on your side. Channel 6 on your side. Some people were extremely frightened when they saw the sign this morning. Not that they saw the animals, when they saw the sign. Did you notice that the news chick never says why the signs are there? She didn't say, oh, we talked to a rep from the Parks Department and these coyotes actually killed somebody recently or killed somebody's dog or, You know what they're doing, Jared? They're doing like they do in LA. They're cleaning out the area of stray cats because they got a taste for cat. Oh, they got a taste for cat. I love my favorite picture. My favorite coyote picture of all time has got to be the one from LA where it was in the guy's lounge chair on his back porch. Remember that? When we did the story about LA about all their missing dogs.
Oh yeah.
And they're like, "Hi." The guy's like, "I looked out on my back porch. There was a coyote in my lawn chair." Like, that is the coolest thing ever. And that's where it would have died. You would have shot it right there. The neighbors wouldn't have heard. It would be okay. Click. Woo! That's it. Every day I walk, I deliberately go into the field looking for these things, and these people in Jefferson Parish are running away from them. Come on, it's Louisiana, man. You're telling me people aren't strapped?
No, they're actually waiting for the alligators so that they can catch them.
Freaking city people. Yeah, speaking of city people, oh, the irony. Now, you folk will remember how we just recently did a story about the brand new chief of Popo. He thinks he's a 4-star general, but he's actually just the chief of the Popo. How he went out and he said, "Hey, I don't want you people arming up like a bunch of Neanderthals. We don't need armed citizens. We need good witnesses." Okay. How does that work out for the victims? Not so good, but whatever. You're just a peasant. This is the same guy that sends his Popo out to arrest people for eating breakfast sandwiches on the BART platform. Remember? That was a real thing. You mean the same city? This is me, north and south. Yep. We got
Zach, I stuck a video link in the notes for you.
I got it.
I'm not sure if you saw it.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got a brand new story here from March 6th, dailywire.com. And I just thought,
it says reporter robbed at gunpoint while filming television segment on robberies in San Francisco. A reporter from a local news station in San Francisco was allegedly robbed at gunpoint. Isn't this caught on video? I haven't seen the video yet, but allegedly robbed at gunpoint this last week while filming a television segment on car robberies taking place inside the city. The segment came in response to residents complaining that car break-ins have been increasing near a city landmark ever since the early days of the pandemic, when local officials closed the road that was used to access the area's Vista Point. Zach, you want to play this video?
Yeah, I can play this video for you right now.
Let's do it.
A different kind of crime story. This is the video that got our attention. A car break-in near the popular San Francisco tourist spot Twin Peaks. We decided to check out complaints from neighbors. We didn't know that one of our own reporters would become part of this story. Andrea Borba this evening at Twin Peaks to tell us what happened.
Neighbors on Twin Peaks say scenes like this one from December of car break-in after car break-in have been commonplace since the roads to the top were closed. This afternoon, the smash and grabs turned into armed robbery.
You know, I was worried that this is what's going to happen because as thieves get more and more brazen, they do more and more brazenly things. And I'm not making that up. We just had that experience today.
You want the camera? I just kept my hands up like this.
KPIX5 reporter Don Ford was on the story yesterday and again today and was preparing to interview nearby homeowners when a white luxury sedan with 4 men inside pulled up.
The car came up here while we were about to do an interview. 3 guys jumped out. One had a gun, put it up to my face and said, "We're taking the camera."
Ford, a veteran journalist, said the whole encounter with a Glock in his face took less than a minute.
My whole thought at the moment was, let's be calm. Let's not get this guy excited. He's got the gun. I don't. So you take the camera. It's yours, buddy.
This homeowner stood very still as the scene unfolded in front of him.
I just looked and I said, I'm not going to get shot today.
No one was injured, but everyone was shaken.
I'm not sure my adrenaline has settled down yet.
The homeowner says safety of the neighborhood has to be addressed and a priority going forward.
You want to have that for open space? We want that too. But protect us. We shouldn't pay the penalty and the price for that action that SFMTA caused upon us.
Well, that was Andre Borba reporting.
So you could pull it down, Zach. If you, at the very beginning of that video, if you remember all the way back to like 2 minutes ago, you'll realize that there was somebody pulled up in a black car. The thief jumped out, smashed a window of an SUV and took some stuff. And the reaction from the people there was to pull out their phone and record it.
It sounds like the people of Jefferson Parish.
What?
So they're hunting over bait.
Chimney Christmas.
All right. So going back to the previous story, I wake up every day thinking, I wish somebody would get out of a white luxury SUV and point a gun at me. They're hunting over bait. And he's like, we shouldn't have to pay the price.
Well, you should have just called 911 and then they would have been there to, it took less than a minute. That's right.
This is the price you pay for being a liberal Democrat scumbag. You elected liberal Democrats. They put in a liberal Democrat chief of police whose idea of crime prevention is you being a good witness. We don't want people arming themselves because that doesn't solve anything. What does me being robbed solve? Well, they didn't hurt anyone that time, so.
Yeah.
So, okay. All right. So it's okay then, right? Ladies and gentlemen, actions have consequences. And when you are a weak, spineless, liberal puke bag state, this is the consequence. So people in California, the people of California are disarmed and enslaved, but the criminals aren't. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
I wonder if it really was a Glock or if it was just a pistol.
I don't know.
I got a Glock in my face. Did you have a
Tristan-
Glock in your face?
Tristan Shenny says that Utah pays a bounty for killing coyotes. I was like, they do? Where do I find more info about this?
Yeah, they do. They do.
Does San Francisco pay a bounty for killing scumbags?
They should. They should. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this is the price you pay for weakness. No, guns aren't the answer, Paul. Guns just make things worse. Really?
Well,
seems like things are already pretty bad.
Yeah, guns are not the answer. Guns themselves are not the answer.
Oh, they're tools.
You have to know what to do with it and how to protect yourself.
You know how you stop carjackers and armed robbers?
Yeah, you don't leave the house.
Stay home.
And don't buy a car.
Put on a mask.
You're fine. Yeah.
Wasn't this guy wearing a mask? The reporter? How did this happen? I thought masks were supposed to keep us safe.
Well, he didn't catch the Rona though.
He did. It's true. He's from the Glock. The Rona from the Glock. I wonder if the Rona had.
Yeah, didn't that dude know to stay 6 feet away?
Yeah, the robber didn't apparently know to social distance. It's amazing to me that these carjackers and thieves and armed robbers aren't following the rules. What? It's crazy talk. And nobody like involved in this whole story ever says, if you shoot those bastards, they'll stop doing that. We have factual evidence. We have a 10-year, John Lott wrote a whole book where he did a 10-year study, and he found that citizens that shoot robbers have less crime. It's amazing. Are you frozen, Jared? Crap, he is. Zach, are you frozen?
Nah, I'm here. Hi.
So Jared's frozen. Oh.
Yeah, just ignore him. He doesn't exist anymore. Continue.
Okay. So how far into this show are we?
About 5 seconds. Up, there he goes. Sorry, things flustered. Move.
All right, come on. How far are we into it?
We are 39 minutes. So you can
Only
wrap it up.
39 minutes?
You can wrap it up if you want.
All right. So the internet gods are angry at us, and they decided.
More like the computer gods. The computer gods are very, very angry.
All right. So what lessons did we learn today? Lesson number 1: Ruth is the cutest thing on earth, and wherever she goes, she brings joy to people's hearts. Even in Iowa, even at Brownells, especially at Iowa and Brownells. So, and also we learned that Brownells has rifle ammo in stock in 1,000-round cases, and they will sell it to you. You just need to stop when you're cruising by. You don't want to pay shipping on a 1,000-round case of ammo because it's heavy, right? So get with one of your trucker buddies and say, hey, dude, when you drive by, get off exit 182, go pick up a couple cases of ammo, and we can shoot our AKs and be happy campers, right? Right. Awesome. What's the other lesson that we learned? The lesson that we learned from Jefferson Parish is if you're going to go out in public, go strap, biatch, and then you won't have to worry about signs that say there's coyotes around here, because you know how coyotes stop attacking you? How do they stop attacking you? Or why would they stop attacking you?
If you shoot them.
If you shoot them. Generally, my experience with coyotes has been if they bow up and you bust a cap in their butts, they stop. I'm telling you. I'm just saying. And that the same thing goes with robbers and thieves and general scumbags. You know, Jefferson Parish is not exactly the safest place in the world anyway. So, I mean, regardless of the presence of coyotes, it dumbfounds me that people would go walking around in public in Jefferson Parish and not be strapped. Now, do you not read a newspaper?
Now, to be fair, if a news reporter came up to you and was like, hey, sir, have you heard about the coyotes? Would you go, yeah, but I'm not scared. I have a gun on me at all times. Would you say that to the news reporter, man or lady?
I would say, get away from me. You're not social distancing. You have the Rona.
If this was 2018 and this happened.
Yeah. Well, it's me, though. It's not illegal to carry a gun. I'm a citizen of the United States of America. I carry a gun.
I know you can. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm just asking, would you?
I'm a grown man. I carry a gun. Don't you? Why not? Because you're not.
Also, it's the news, and they wouldn't feature that. Because they wouldn't want to encourage people.
Now, one person's like, if you just grow up and be a man, carry a gun to protect yourself, you wouldn't have to worry about that crap. I'm just saying. Just throwing that out there. Oh, and the irony. It's been only like a week, maybe 2, since the genius stellar advice of the San Francisco, the 4-star general in charge of the San Francisco Police Department says, we don't want your people arming yourselves. That just makes the problem worse. Be a good witness. That's what we have. Bunch of good witnesses. And being a good witness stops crime, right, Zach? If we know anything.
Yes, exactly.
It shames the criminals into changing their behavior. They're like, oh, if we do this, then our victims will be good witnesses. They won't fight back, but they'll be good witnesses. We just shouldn't do that. Oh, man, it makes you wonder, like, if criminals just sit around in their criminal dens and just laugh at these weak, spineless, sheepish people. I would. I'm laughing at them. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't even know what else to tell you. I'll tell you this. Tomorrow, you should be here for the grad program bonus hour. The bonus hour on Thursday and the bonus hour on Friday. And how can you do that? Zach, how can they do that?
Go to getsotg.com and you can sign up today to get all kinds of great stuff, including extra episodes of the radio show.
That's what you should do. You should do. If you enjoyed today's episode, you'll really enjoy tomorrow's. GetSOTG.com. All right, Zach, help me out here. Help me close it. Remember, you're a beginner once,
but you're a student for life.
We appreciate your reviews. If you haven't left a review or updated yours recently, head on over to Facebook, iTunes, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, or your favorite podcast player to voice your opinion. Don't forget to join us at the Student Lounge, a place for like-minded individuals to learn, connect, and support each other. No chicanery will be tolerated. Remember to check studentofthegun.com daily for new, free content and giveaways. Watch, listen, read, shop, and connect at studentofthegun.com. Are you a social butterfly? Connect with us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter for new content each and every day at Student of the Gun. Watch Student of the Gun TV and videos from our trusted partners on Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, Chromecast, and even AirPlay. Go to studentofthegun.com for direct links, and remember, you're a beginner once, a student for life.